Good morning, everyone. Welcome again. Today we will discuss the biological basis of behavior in chapter 3. We will discuss in this about neurons today. Neurons Neuron is the basic unit of our nervous system. Neurons are specialized cells which possess the unique property of converting various forms of stimuli into electrical impulses. They are also specialized for reception, conduction, and transmission of information in the form of electrochemical signals. They receive information from sense organs or from other adjacent neurons, carry them to central nervous system, means brain and spinal cord, and bring motor information from central nervous system to the motor organs. Motor organs means here muscles and glands. So you can see here neuron based on the function. So sensory neurons, they gather information from the environment and transmit them to the brain. We also call them afferent nerves. Afferent nerves means carry information from sense organs to central nervous system, and motor neurons, these are also called afferent nerves, carry information from central nervous system to muscles or glands. So those that accomplish movement to the muscles. Interneurons can be found in central nervous system, responsible for perceiving, learning, remembering, planning, deciding, among other important neural activities. Next is, you can see here about afferent nerves. Red color arrow nerves means this afferent nerve carry information from sensory receptors in skin to the brain. And next, right hand side, you can see this afferent nerve carries information from the brain to the neurons controlling leg muscle in blue color arrow, causing a response. So sensory ending you can see below, and this is a flow of neural information. Here is basic structure of neuron. Means firstly I want to explain here about nearly 12 billion neurons are found in human nervous system. They are of many types and vary considerably in shape, size, and chemical composition and function. So despite these differences, they share three fundamental components. First is soma, dendrites, and axon. Firstly, start with soma. Soma, it contains the nucleus and other parts that are responsible moving the life processes of the cell. Dendrites, tree-like structures that serve as a recipient of messages coming from the neighboring neurons. Axon. The axon is a long slender tube covered by a fatty insulator called a melanisate that carries information from the cell body to the terminal button. So bundles of axons constitute nerves. Here is about terminal buttons. What are terminal buttons? Knob-like structure at the end of the axon's twigs. Action potential, brief electrical chemical event. We called it action potential. The transmission of the message occurs in the synapse, a junction between terminal buttons of sending cell, a portion of the somatic or dendritic membrane of the receiving cell. So let's discuss this figure, the neuron figure, with its process. Start with soma, means cell body. Soma or cell body is the main body of nerve cell. You can see on screen the cell's life support center. It contains the nucleus of the cell as well as other structures common to living cell of all types. So the genetic material of the neuron is stored inside the nucleus. It becomes actively engaged during cell reproduction and protein synthesis. The soma also contains most of the cytoplasm cell fluid of the neuron. Next come to the dendrite. Dendrites are the branch-like specialized structure emanating from the soma. They are receiving ends of the neuron. Their function is to receive the incoming neural impulses from adjacent neurons or directly from the sense organs. So on dendrites are found specialized receptors which become active when a signal arrives in electrochemical, or we can say biochemical form. Received signals are passed on to soma, then to axon, so that the information is relayed to another neuron or to muscles. The axons conducts the information along with its length, which can be several feet in the spinal cord and less than a millimeter in the brain. At the terminal point, the axon branches into small structure called terminal buttons. These buttons have the capability for transmitting information to another neuron, gland or muscle. So neurons generally conduct information in one direction. That is the form that dendrites through soma and axon to the terminal button. So axon, you can see on screen, passes message away from the cell body to other neurons, muscles or gland, as I told you. So the conduction of information from one place to another in the nervous system is done through nerves, which are bundles of axons. So today we have discussed this figure structure of neuron and about neurons. So next time we will move further. Thank you.